Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to come in here and do like a little bit of a channel update, and just we'll kind of weave in and out of some of these parks and some of these projects, a little quicker than others because some are smaller, and we'll just don't want to spend too much time just dwelling on one park. But let's just we'll jump in here and we'll do a run through of all the active things that I still have going, and maybe jump into some of the ones I'm going to leave behind or just don't really have interest in anymore. But for the most part, this is going to be focused on stuff that is still being worked on, and still hopefully sees a full release. So channel doing really well, up to 1,600 subscribers, 300,000 views, and it's just been really whirlwind kind of last year, and all of that is thanks to Planet Coaster. And it's really changed my whole outlook on this whole, really on this entire hobby, than just like me kind of posting some a RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 videos. I mean, I think a lot of us owe our success. It's strict. We owe it to Planet Coaster, because there's a lot of us out there that I remember when we were down in the trenches. We had I remember when Planet Coaster came out. I think I had maybe 87 subscribers or something like that. Might not even have been that much. And so yeah, Planet Coaster has definitely allowed me to expand this, and it's expanded my audience tremendously, and that's just really cool that you guys were able to find me, because pretty much undoubtedly just me putting videos of RCT3, I would not have 1,600 subscribers just doing that. I highly doubt. But not to put down my roots or my RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 days, because that's where I started. But I'm just saying, as far as with Planet Coaster coming along, the stars kind of just aligned. It was the perfect game at the perfect time, at the perfect situation for me to really take YouTube a little more serious. And I am just having an absolute blast, and that's thanks to 1,600 of you guys, and even the people that don't subscribe, that just stop by and watch the videos and interact with me. And the engagement is it's really quite incredible, and I'm having an absolute blast. It's so much fun on this platform, like when you're actually progressing and you see like Delady Signer just said, on January 17th, she tweeted out congratulating me for 1,500 subscribers, and 10 days later, a little over 10 days later, and we're already to 1,600. So it's really, like I said, the channel health is doing really well. All the stats are up, the engagement's up, even things down to the geography of viewers is expanding so much past just the U.S. and the UK and the Netherlands and Germany. We are really creating a pretty cool and pretty extensive following here. And like I said, I think what leads to our success, my success, and you guys coming and hanging out is just the laid back kind of go with the flow style this channel is. I don't think me and you as the fans, we just don't take, we don't try to be something we're not. We don't, I just like how we don't take each other too seriously. It's just, we're having fun, making Planet Coaster videos, pushing the envelope, trying to create stuff that you don't see every day out in the Planet Coaster universe. And so I think that is kind of what has kept us grounded here, and why we are having so much fun, and it is so natural and non-forced. I think just the stats and the the content that we produce, you know, that I physically produce, but you guys have a hand in every single video. You know, Sdanwolf, why don't you go ahead and try this? Or no, you should probably go ahead and scrap that. That didn't look right. Like, you guys are always like right there on par with each other. Like, I know when I've messed up and I know when something looks cool, because it's pretty much general consensus. I know we've got our phantom, like, one disliker out, all our videos. That might have been some guy I got into it with in Reddit like a year ago or something. I don't know, but everybody's got the couple of dislikes. But a lot of times we'll put videos out and you guys really enjoy it, and we'll have like 87 likes to 0 dislikes. So, you know, if we're gauging it like that, I think I think we're doing pretty well. We've been able to luckily I don't have many haters, it seems like, that are you know, trying to stomp out our progress here. So I've kind of flown under the radar like that, and hopefully I don't jinx myself, and hopefully you guys keep interacting with me and engaging with me. So anyways, I know I've rambled on for like 5 or 6 minutes now, so let's go ahead and most of you guys, I won't spend a long time on this because you guys are pretty familiar now with Wilderness Springs. If you're new to the channel, this is my first series of you know, like an actual believable normal Dollywood budget type park. So yeah, this is Wilderness Springs. I've got episode 10 coming up. I know I've teased the amphitheater back there quite a bit now, so that will be coming up. And also, I have got this little pretty cool area. Little idea I had from the island in Pigeon Forge, but this is the Junior Rails Express, and all it is it's like the little mine train car, but in the island what they do is they give kids, like, the kids ride on these. They're like little tiny trains, and let me see if I can get it testing here. And they don't really go very far, but the parents can load their kids up on them and send them out, and the little train just drives them all over the park, and they get to ride in the back of it. So it didn't work out totally well as far as like the front tires kind of being sunk into the concrete a little more than I would prefer. But the whole idea is, yeah, the little kids can kind of jump in this little motorized buggy that looks like a train, and they'll probably make their way around this corner in just a second. And check this out. It's really a cute little idea. The only thing bad about it though is there's really no way for me to stop the people. Here it comes. There's really no way for me to stop the people or the entertainers and stuff from kind of getting in the way of it. So if you know, that's just something. I think that it's just the coolness of it and how cute it is. I think we'll just have to, this is one of those things where you just kind of have to overlook it running through people like it's about to run over Foxy and maybe one of these workers, because it's just so cool to just have that kind of like going in the background, you know, like when all the guests are in here walking around. Just, I think that'll be a cool little thing to film. And well, she kind of looked like she stopped. Oh, maybe not. It's just a cute little thing that I think in this style of park, you would actually you could foresee just kind of slowly bebopping his way around the park with the little kids in tow. Normally, the little parts where they're sitting at, like in the island, the shopping center in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, that all of it's enclosed. But still just a fun little idea. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be like, "Hey, I don't really like the way that looks," but I've got to keep it. It's just it is just too cool, and it'll make its way through here. And see that? Then the ride's over. It kind of just takes them around the little Main Street Emporium. Then it turns and takes them back into the station. Isn't that insanely cute and cool? And then their parents pick them back up or ride with them, whichever. But yeah, guys, so that is it. Let's go ahead and jump on. What do we need to look at next? Let's go ahead and we'll jump on to the water park real quick. Hold on one sec. All right, guys, here's our little water park project. It's still kind of unnamed. I still don't know what I want to call this, but we're going to get back into it. I know I've given it a little bit of a break to kind of work on the Pirate Dark ride. Got that finished up, but really this kind of took a little bit of a back seat to Wilderness Springs because I kind of wanted to really get that jump started. But yeah, so this is the water park. It's kind of like a water park / resort where you never really have to actually leave the water park. The whole concept of it is I wanted you to be able to go from the resort to the pool. I didn't want you to have to stay off property and then have to drive to the water park and only be able to spend all day at it and then have to worry about leaving, getting in your car, going back to the off-site hotel. And so I just kind of wanted this whole resort to essentially be all inclusive, so and you can still day passes are available. That's why also too we have the regular parking as well as the guest parking, and kind of out here is where the trams pick you up, and the ticket station and all that, and there's the tram pickup and all that, and the spare kind of like the tram lot over here. And if you don't want to actually ride the monorail, there's a tram road here that brings you into the base, to the lobby of the hotel Apunani. And yeah, so this is it. It's got a big erupting volcano, all Volcano Bay style. That's where a lot of the inspiration from this whole thing came from, was Volcano Bay. And we've got a little swim up bar down here. I think I got to give a shout out to 3P Music for mentioning there's something like this needed a swim up bar. So yeah, here is your Shark Reef bar. Go over here, you run into your first little set of slides kind of coming off the ship. These slides right here, this blue one, I actually jacked from Koali Beach, so that's those are Sylv slides, and they just he did such an awesome job on those. And I'm kind of a proponent of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So you can definitely see my little custom crappy slides right here, and then a real professional Sylv slides. Just how authentic that looks. That looks like it could absolutely be a Frontier asset. And I brought one of his other bigger slides in from over here. You've got the dual rock climbing adventure walls. I've got my little sea duck right here, which was actually really cool now that we have the propellers. I did this. All of this park was pre-adventure pack, so nothing from the adventure pack has been brought in yet, which is really, really cool, because that's another thing. I haven't even got to get started with the adventure stuff on this park. It is everything about it is completely pre-adventure. So this over here is the little Atlantis area. I kind of used my Chiapas facade to kind of start it off, where you'd make your way back into the queue, and then up to the Atlantis area, giant slide here. So anyways, guys, yeah, so this is how the water park sets right now, February 2nd. This is the most recent save. So yeah, we will continue on this. I've got to push farther out into the Atlantis area, and yep. So we will get back onto that probably more like a springtime. Get everybody in the water park kind of feel, kind of spirit, and so yeah, we will definitely jump back on this. Let me know what you guys think of the ongoing water park resort and project, and let's jump over to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Hold on one sec. Alright guys, so here is my Seven Dwarfs Mine Train recreation based off the one in Disney World in Orlando. And so yeah, I've been working on this for about a month or so, a little over a month I believe, and we are making some pretty good progress on it. I'm using ASUS Gamers, kind of took the main blueprint from his kind of Seven Dwarfs house, and I'm going to put some glass pieces in, So, you know, you can have the interaction of, you know, how like when you're on the real ride, if you look off to your right at the end, you can see Snow White and the little dwarves and stuff dancing in there. So layout, you know, not totally 100% accurate, but definitely enough. I've kind of said from the beginning, definitely enough to where as soon as you go into the map, you'll if you've ever seen the coaster before, you'll be like, oh yeah, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, of course. So that is kind of what I was going for. Not totally like, you know, hyper realism. Every little piece and track length has to be exactly like the real thing. But this is a I wouldn't say loose interpretation. I would say pretty strong interpretation of that ride, and really fun ride for me. I think it doesn't really last long enough. If you ever rode it in real life, a really short ride. I know a lot of times you see like an hour and a half to 2 hour queue on it. I definitely, when I first got on it, I waited about 50 minutes, and I think that would probably be my max. Like, we waited that long because it was our first time ever riding it. I think the ride opened in like 2014 or something, maybe 2015, but it wasn't open the last time I was down there. But when we were just down there in September, obviously it was open, and we rode it pretty early in the morning, and it already had a 50-minute wait. That is about... that's about as top as I would recommend waiting on it. Definitely do not wait 2 hours for this like 90-second ride. I definitely do not think it is worth a 2 hour wait, especially in the middle of summer, like in the middle of a big summertime crowd. But anyways, yeah. So I'm still working on this. Still got a lot of progress to go, and really the challenge is the indoor dark section. So still working on that, and actually I don't want to give away too much, but let's go ahead. I'll give you a little cheeky preview, and then you've got to back up out of here. But yeah. So yeah, see, we got some stuff going on back there. That's about all you can see for now, though. And anyways, guys, yeah, so let's jump on to the next little thing I'm working on. Hold on one sec. All right, guys, up next is the Pride Rock Park, and that is kind of it kind of follows the water park idea with an on-site, on-property type safari resort. So this is kind of what I come up with. I wanted to go with the real, you know, dark brown earth tone, you know, kind of colors for the actual resort. And I haven't really worked on this in a while, but definitely I would not consider this park dead. It's just other things kind of have my attention right now. Brought in Rudy's elephant here, awesome looking elephant from another piece brought in from Kowali Beach, and it kind of sets over the resort's pool here. And we got a lot of stuff going on. I've got a little shopping center, kind of like an outdoor like bazaar, kind of market over here for the hotel guests and stuff can go up in and shop, as well as some of the indoor shops. And also we've got one coaster so far. Just need to do some work on it because I've gotten a little better at coaster building since Cheetah Run first started, so I need to come in and smooth that out a little bit. Don't know if I'll actually like change the layup or anything. Only thing that's kind of a little weird about it now compared to how I design when this first came out is that is a very large footprint just for one coaster. So this it kind of takes up a lot of real estate right in the middle of the park. So I don't know. I don't have a bunch of ideas yet on what to do with that. But so yeah, this is the Pride Rock Park. It is a fun little Disney inspired you know, type deal, and we'll just kind of keep rolling with it and see how it goes. The resort absolutely is what brought me back into the park after building the water parks resort. You know, I kind of just I was kind of on my big resort kick back then a few months ago, and really had a lot of fun putting this together. So I say we can probably, I don't know, do we really need to show E.T.? Because if you guys watch episode 9, just if you want to see E.T., jump into episode 9 of Wilderness Springs, and I give a little bit of a teaser at the end of that video. Fast forward to the 20-something minute mark, and you'll see that, because I don't really want to go into ET much because it is so new, and there's some stuff I'm finishing up on it that I really don't want anybody to see until the actual POV comes out. So let's see, we'll pick out another one here to jump into real quick. All right, guys, and the last thing on the list we'll cover in this update is my Disney Discovery Bay build. So, and not that if you remember me working on stuff and you're like, hey, man, what about this? You didn't show this. Like these are the ones that I've shown are just kind of like the main projects that I still have work to do and I'm still kind of involved with. So, you know, just if you're still interested in some of the stuff that you may have seen a while ago that I didn't cover in this update video, just give me a shout or comment, and, you know, leave me a comment in the section down below and tell me what was interesting that I did a while ago that you had picked up on. So this is really in the early stages of this build, and this is actually a Discovery Bay was a Disney project that actually that never really left the concept stage. I mean, in its full version here, different elements of it and stuff like the Hyperion airship hangar can be seen in Disneyland Paris, and, you know, kind of scattered out, but the full-on Discovery Bay, it just never, with Tony Baxter and them, it never really come to fruition. So I'm trying to do my best recreating this with concept art and some of the models. You know, Disney went as far as to make the you know, some of the physical models that you see nowadays with the you know, like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and all that. Yeah, this whole thing had its actual own model and was almost ready to go. And I don't remember who was CEO at the time. I think it was before. I think it was before Eisner, I believe. I think it was before him. So this was a really early type of concept. So I don't want everybody to jump on the, you know, Eisner ruined this for nobody could have Discovery Bay. I think this was even before him. So, but anyways, yeah, this is it, guys. I just wanted to jump in here and show you some of the different things that I'm working on, some of the things I've left behind a little bit, but still, you know, I think can catch that spark one day. And just let me know what you guys are excited about and what you would like me to go back and try, or leave me some ideas on new things I should try. If you guys like the style that I present in Planet Coaster and the kind of spin that I give these deals and these rides and these you know, concepts and theme parks, just give me a shout and say, hey, I'd like to see this, and if I can research it and think I can make it work, I may just give it a try. So anyways, guys, I'm Sdanwolf. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this update for me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff. You'll find me lurking around there through the week. And yeah, appreciate you guys. I know we're at 1,600 right now, and I guess now the march continues towards 1,700. So anyways, guys, I'll jump on out of here. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me, and I will catch you in the next video. Be on the lookout for Wilderness Springs episode 10.
Still a 10 on my left wrist in the soul place. On my knees thanking God that He got me through the pain. Danger, I don't fit in, I'm a stranger. Believer, I can take out all the evil. Empowerment to all my people.